DJT, be retesting the $17 levels in the upcoming week, or is this a ticker which should be cutting your loss and walking away from? What's up, trend friends? Today, let's between DJT under three different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be doing a cash breakdown, the what, some stock analysis, the where, telling you guys where to get in and where to get out. Well, today, we're going to be discussing exactly at what levels to also enter, right? At what levels to also enter. So let's get into it. Now, the reality is, guys, that DJT has come a very long way. And in fact, if you've been watching my videos, you know that when it was sitting at approximately the $14 to $12 range, I told you guys that I was going to go buy a lot. DJT was one of those tickers that I made a lot of money on, okay? You know, there's really only been a couple of plays that I've held for, you know, freaking 5x multiples, give or take, and DJT was one of them, right? Because majority of the time, if you're watching these videos, you know that the way I trade is I'm very quick to take profits, right? And my number one mantra has always been that it's a lot easier to get 10 different stocks to give you 10% each than one stock to double and give you 100%. So I'm extremely big on profit taking. Also, I'm wearing a little bit of a gauze. I hurt my hand a little bit. I went skiing for my birthday. Fucked up, but it's chill. And yeah, you know, so DJT is one of them, right? DJT, we held it all the way towards the election, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't expect that. I wasn't sure, let's put it that way, I wasn't sure that Donald Trump was gonna win. But our whole hypothesis over here was that as we get closer to the election date, there's going to be a lot of hype regarding DJT from people that do anticipate that Donald Trump's going to win, because after all, he was the freaking presidential candidate, right? So there was literally almost a 50% chance that he was going to win. So what did we get? We got a mass amount of buying in, mass amount of buying in, and then we ended up closing our position at around $40. So we had an average of approximately $12 to $14, and then we closed our position at approximately $40-ish. So, and it did go all the way upwards of the $54 level. So some people held for, I think, 52-ish, something like that. Some people got right at the top. So it was really good. Now, where's this ticker heading from here now? Well, DJT is a complete different level trade than it was over here, right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. The way I played it over here, I didn't care what they were doing. I didn't care about the crypto treasury. I didn't care about Truth Social. At the time, they didn't even have a crypto treasury. It was just Truth Social. And I told you guys this before, I think Truth Social is one of the most overrated platforms. I think we needed Truth Social before Elon Musk went ahead and purchased X. But now that Elon Musk has bought X, I mean, you know, free speech is pretty much reinstated and you can say whatever you want on X, okay? Pretty much. So for me, you know, when I take a look at DJT over here, I was just really playing it as a proxy for the elections. That's what I was playing at, and it paid very well. But now DJT is a complete different stock, right? DJT is now a crypto treasury. It's a freaking nuclear company. It also has their social media. It also has it's got their hands in 50 different pots. Now, the thing is though, they do have their hands in many different pots, but all these pots are under the growth sector. That's really what they are, right? They're growth sector initiatives, right? They are speculative sectors that may go our way or may not go our way. So we can then predict where DJT is going to go based on whether or not the markets are risk on or the markets are risk off. So if the markets are risk on and they're trying to take on a lot of risk, DJT is going to rip to the upside. But if the markets are risk off and the markets are being a little bit more conservative and they're saying, hey, you know what, we're going to kind of move our money to here and move our money to there, then you know what, we're going to not do that and we're going to, you know, it's going to start selling off more, right? So what are we doing? What are we seeing right now? Well, Trump came out with tariff news, okay? Trump came out with tariff news, not good, all right? So let's go over here and let's take a look at Bitcoin. I love using Bitcoin, guys, when it comes to over the weekend, right? In order to anticipate how the markets are going to be doing. Now let's take a look at DJT actually, because I think the overnight markets are actually open. So would you look at that? It's actually already down about 1% in the overnight markets, and a lot of this does have to do regarding the tariff talk that you know that Trump is kind of, you know, enforcing some tariffs on EU countries. So for us, you know, what we're really seeing right now is we're seeing another dip in Bitcoin, aka I like to use Bitcoin as a risk on, risk off indicator, like I said, over the weekend. So if Bitcoin's dipping, more likely than not tomorrow the markets are going to be red and DJT is also probably going to be red, right? Now the reality is though that this tariff talk, this whole tariff situation which we're in right now, I think that it's really going to pass. I think that it's going to pass just as fast as it comes, because if you take a look at the SPY, right? I mean, look, this is literally now the third time that we're getting this tariff fear, right? The first time we saw a big dip. The second time we saw a less bigger dip. This time the dip's even going to be smaller. Why? Because at this point, the markets have kind of become numb to this whole tariff situation, right? And they know that it's only a matter of time till Trump goes ahead and folds, and you know we see back up above the $700 levels when it comes to the S&P 500. Okay, so that's my take when it comes to where the markets are heading, and that's my take when it comes to where DJT is heading. Now you may say, Sam, you barely talked about DJT. No, because I told you DJT is moving right now with the markets. There's no DJT specific news that's come out, right? So there's no point in me coming out and telling you guys things that you already know. Oh, well, you know, they got this sector and you already know all that stuff. So there's really no point in me doing any of that, okay? There's that. Now, listen, I will be trading next week, okay? I trade almost every single day. If you guys are interested in trading alongside me every single day, knowing exactly what to buy, exactly when to sell, we have day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, you name it, you got it. Check out our private community, guys, because right now we have a massive sale where the next 10 members that join, they get access to it for a 50% discount. And also, we offer a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. Of course, your first 2 weeks are 100% free, but if you choose to stay after that, if you sign up right now today, you will get access to the community for a 50% discount for life. So let me show you exactly what it looks like. Give me 5 seconds. Count to 5, I'll be all done. So we give you day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, dividend stocks, everything like that. And we already have 400 plus members coming back month after month. And the reason they're coming back is because they're making money. Ross says, first month trading here was a banger. Beautiful. Look at that. All right. We go down, Da, 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 da. Thanks, Salmon, and thanks, AJ, for options, guys. Amazing. Beautiful. This is scored as gold. Thanks, Salmon, and the rest of the top trader squad. $1,700. Beautiful. Another 20K added to the portal on LMT trade. All-star mentors in this community and the places to be when you want to win. Thanks, Sam. Sponsor position. Beautiful. My man Part says, thank you so much for the team for such a brilliant trading ideas every single day. Really appreciate it, guys. And this is by far the best community I've been a part of. Thank you, Sam. Thank you once again. This is ASS team. My man Locked in Profits. Part says, hey, Sam, I want to thank you for the amazing start of 2026. I'm so new that only today I figured out where to find the performance report. I have a portfolio close to 30K and couldn't make this happen without you and the entire team. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. MK just says it makes someone RGV getting benefited with this group. Guidance on identifying the plays and entries, exits are working well. Thanks to all the mentors. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, Beard. Appreciate you. Exited RGV right on time. Thanks, Top Trader Go. Thank you, brother. FJet, we had a good FJet there. Made nice 65% gains on 9. Thanks, Sam. Was able to make these wins before I went to work this morning. My trading life began when I met Sam. Thank you so much, Match. What a nice comment. Anyways, listen, give it a shot. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, okay? But clearly people are seeing results, right? Once again, 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. Next 10 members, 50% discount. Savika says, this channel is the best I've ever been to. Thank you. This is either Dutch or German. I'm not really sure. But again, day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts directly to your phone. I look forward to meeting you guys. Thank you for watching. Your boy Sam.